We're getting a little September here in mid-November.
Right.
I know as I pull up the countdown that, we're talking about less than 2 weeks now till Thanksgiving, about 40 days till Christmas, less than 50 days till New Year, and it's just not cooperating, the weather. It feels still like we're just now starting fall. There's, of course, sun set as we close the day, not a cloud in the sky, and current conditions, we're just in really good shape. I mean, temperatures are in the 70s. We got up to 82 this afternoon. 63 was low. That's 2 days in a row in the low 80s, and these are temperatures 15 degrees above normal for this time of year. It shouldn't be like this. 6 days in a row, I think we'll end up in the 80s. 6 days in a row. It's been more than a dozen years since that's happened in November. But here's a live look as we look off to the west from downtown Dallas, and you got temperatures sitting in the 70s, very comfortable out there. A little bit of a south wind, but all in all, just very, very pleasant. Now, tomorrow morning will be pleasant. Keep in mind our typical high this time of year is 67. We're going to start temperatures in the mid-60s, and we'll be past our typical high for mid-November. By the time we get to 10 o'clock in the morning, we'll be in the low 70s. We're going to end up with a high into the mid-80s tomorrow and on Saturday as well. So this is the last really warm weekend, we think, for a while. Certainly the last run of 80s we'll see this year. Near record highs starting on Sunday. This was within 2 degrees of a record high. I think we break the record on Monday and tie it on Tuesday, and then storms and heavy rain. That's Wednesday and Thursday, but bask in this. Again, these are temperatures more like September, mid-September than mid-November. We got temperatures in the upper 80s on Monday. The record for that date is 87, and that's 22 degrees above normal. Like I was saying earlier on, we've only had 1 day of rain, and that was 0.03 of an inch of rain. So we have not had a lot of rain here, and now we're talking about rain chances next week in that 50 to 60% chance. How is that happening? We have a really strong low pressure system coming at us from the west. So we're in the 80s on Tuesday, and that's the last 80-degree day. You can see that the rain chances start to pick up on Wednesday, maybe a couple of rounds on Wednesday night, and then we get into Thursday, maybe the best round of rain. That's because the front comes through. Then it dries out on Friday. We get temperatures in the 60s. So quite the dramatic change. But until then, near record highs, if not a record on Monday. And then we start to cool down to something a little bit more than you would expect this time of year.